Hello, welcome to a new art vlog. This one is going to be not quite so eventful as the last one. I've got more of a chill week coming up. The main thing I'm working on at the minute is I'm developing a new lino print at the minute. I'm thinking ahead to markets I have coming up. I've got a big one in August as part of the Fringe Festival. And I know from talking to other people who do this market that it's a market that gets a lot of tourists. And tourists tend to want to buy Scotlandy themed things, you know, obviously because they're here in Edinburgh. So I'm kind of thinking about incorporating some more specifically Scotland stuff into what I have. I see a lot of people selling artwork involving like Highland cows, thistles, stuff like that. And I do love cows, cows are lovely, but I'm kind of thinking about the stuff I like to make and what's going to fit in with that. I do a lot of fantasy creatures and kind of mythology inspired stuff. So I was kind of thinking I would do a lino print of a kelpie. A kelpie is a Scottish mythological creature. They're like a kind of water horse type creature. So yeah, I've designed the design. That's going to be this lino print. And I've just been working on it today. And I thought I'd just, clue you in on what's going on. I'll show you what I've been doing so far. So here's where we're at with it. This is all the shavings from all of this. Obviously the text is written backwards because when it prints it's gonna whoosh like that. I've made the mistake before of doing text the right way on a lino print and then only realising my mistake once the print was made. So it's a oval composition and I wrapped seaweed around the edges, and we've got this aquatic horse with this lovely long tail, and the kind of tail fins, is that what you would call it, are inspired by like seaweed texture as well, so they're meant to look similar. And the waves and the hair are very much inspired by like Hokusai woodblock print style thing. So yeah, this is what I've been working on. I can only work on it a little bit every day. I can't just like put a good few hours in and get it done, because lino block carving is really hard on your hands and your wrists. So I've just been chipping away at this bit by bit. The hair I've done this morning. It's a really satisfying texture. Hello, it's lunchtime. Let me introduce you to my current obsession meal. I make this all the time with just like different variations of stuff on top. So it's quinoa, that's the base, and I put on top, I've got some fried tofu, cucumber, I eat loads of cucumber, pickled red cabbage, hummus, spinach, and then harissa. It's amazing, it's really, really good. It makes me feel very healthy and virtuous, but it's really tasty as well. Okay, I think it's finally time to do a test print of the kelpie, which is exciting. I'm predicting I might need to do a little bit more carving around the lettering. I'm not sure how clear that's going to show up. The lines might be too thin around it, but this is the purpose of a test print. We're going to just do it on some scrap paper and just see what it looks like, because it's, I mean, obviously you can see the design, but it's hard to visualize exactly how it's going to look like in reverse and in negative colors, which is what the lino print's going to be. Okay, so let's test print it. I'm excited to see what will come out with you. I'm not expecting anything amazing out of this. It's just to see what we're working with, really. Right. Ooh. That already looks really cool. Okay, moment of truth. So obviously when I do the final, you know, sellable prints of this, I'm going to do it on A3 paper because there isn't really enough space for the fine on A4. But this is just for us to have a look. Are you ready? Ooh. Okay, let's see. All right, cool. I've not inked it amazingly, but that's fine. It looks so good. Yeah, the ink coverage isn't amazing. That's just on me. That's just something that I'm gonna have to like ink better when it comes to printing it, but like, okay, changes to be made. I'm gonna need to scoop out more of the lino in this chest area. Yeah, the paper's scooping down into that. I'm gonna need to make sure that's not happening. I love how the hairs come out. That's perfect, no notes. I think I'm just gonna carve around the lettering just a little bit more, just to make it stand out a little bit more. But other than that, I'm actually really happy with that. I wasn't sure how that's gonna come out, but that's pretty cool. I think I'm gonna emphasize the stars a little bit more in the sky, and I'm maybe gonna add some more. And I also might go around the seaweed a little bit, just to make that stand out a little bit more. Yeah, I hope people like it. I hope it sells well. I think I was saying earlier that I wanted a design that felt Scottish, because so many of the people who visit the markets I do are, you know, visiting Scotland. So I think this would make a cool souvenir. Yes, okay, I'm so happy with how this is going. Yeah, I'm gonna work on it a little bit more, but that's cool. Hi team, it's a new day. So I have carved away the areas of lino that were causing problems on the test print, these bits here, and I've neatened up around the edges a little bit as well. Just got my test print hanging there. And I'm gonna give it a go. I feel like this is finished. I've added some extra little stars as well, just if you can see, and just generally neatened up a little bit. And I'm hoping that this is it done. I'm hoping that this is it ready to go. So I'm gonna do some more prints and hopefully, yeah, hopefully that's gonna be it. I'm going to go for the oil-based printmaking ink this time, because, I don't know, sometimes with the water-based inks, it's harder to get this, especially with big areas. With water-based inks, it feels like they're drying faster than you can roll them out, so yeah, I'm going to go for an oil-based ink. Excuse the mess, this is just how I live my life. Hair's got to go up. Whenever I tie my hair up, before I like get to work on something like this, it always reminds me of, you know, the girl from A Series of Unfortunate Events, the inventor girl who couldn't think unless she had her hair tied up, and it became like an emergency, like, quickly, someone find her a ribbon. That's what I always think about whenever I tie my hair up. Okay, so I'm going to use this nice super dark purple ink that I got a couple of vlogs back from Casa Art. And I'm going to go big with the paper. These are going to be A3 prints. So yeah, the idea, the hope is that because it's oil based, it's not going to dry instantly. So I'm going to get more time to roll out the ink without worrying about it just drying right on the plate. And I can like take my time getting it inked nicely, because I think that's where I've gone wrong in the past, is rushing to print from the block and rushing to roll the ink out too quickly. All inked. You ready? Oof. Okay, there we go. So it's a little bit light on the ink in some spots, but overall, I really like that. I'm really happy with that. There she is. There's a few areas where there's like lino noise, lino chatter, but I feel like that's the charm of lino cut, isn't it? Like it's meant to look a little bit handmade. That's what I hope anyway. Okay, I'm gonna try inking it a little bit more and getting a slightly more solid print out of it. Cool. Okay, here's attempt number 2. I've gotten much more opaque with the ink on this one, but what do we think about this kind of business around here? So I'm kind of feeling like with lino prints, you do just get a bit of this sort of thing going on. It's kind of just the nature of lino prints, but what I could potentially do is literally cut off these edges all the way off and just have the lino block be like that, and then we won't have that problem at all. But if I do that, then it's going to be harder to line up the lino block on the sheet of paper. So I don't know, I'm in two minds about what to do with it. What do you guys think I should do? Do you think this is okay? Do you think I should remove it? Is this just how lino prints look? It's going to come out a little bit differently every print. Yeah, you guys tell me what you think I should do. Hello, good morning. It is Wednesday morning and we're going to go on a little drawing trip today. So I've been really focused on the printmaking recently, which is great. I love printmaking, but the sketching has fallen by the wayside. So yeah, I was thinking we could head into the National Museum today, which is right in the middle of Edinburgh. They've got dinosaur skeletons, they've got cool taxidermy animals, they've got historical artifacts and clothing, and just spend a few hours sketching and really getting back in touch with the sketchbook and the observational drawing. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be good. So hindsight, I don't know what I was thinking going to draw in the museum. During half term, it's school holidays, it was packed. So unfortunately, I did not get a look in with the dinosaur exhibit, the animal exhibit, anything like that. It was absolutely rammed, full of kids, which, I mean, fair enough, it is a kids museum, but yeah, I'll definitely think on next time and not go during a liberal school holiday. I went to the kind of engineering section, which was slightly less busy. And as you saw in the video, I drew some planes. So there we go, let's finish drawing. I've had a couple of people ask me before how long it takes me to draw things. So the frame of reference, this was pretty much exactly an hour. Actually, I think I was there for, yeah, pretty much exactly an hour. Most of that time was spent kind of sketching and erasing because planes are a subject matter that I never draw them. Like I never really have a reason to draw them, so I don't have the practice in. But yeah, that's what makes this kind of thing good. It was challenging. I drew a thing I don't normally draw. Art materials wise, I used, see the pink sketching pen, you can just say see? I used my Pilot Colour Eno coloured pencil, which I've been using for everything recently. The colour is Mildliners and the pen is a Uniball 1 pen. That's kind of my go-to set of art supplies that I take everywhere with me. And the sketchbook, you might have seen this before in my videos. This is a Pith sketchbook, Pith, like that. But yeah, it was good. I initially felt vaguely awkward just because it was so busy sitting in, you know, I literally sat on the floor and got my pens out. But then what happened was what always happens with this kind of thing, is where I just get into like a state of flow with it, and I can just zone out and be drawing, and the time just passes and it's like I'm on my own. I've talked about kind of confidence in terms of drawing in public before, but it really is something that just builds over time, and you get to a point where you just zoom into the drawing and the rest of the world disappears and you're just in the zone, and it's really nice. I had a couple kids wandering over wanting to see what I was drawing, but in like a sort of shy kind of way, like, you know, when you're kind of concentrating on something and you're aware of like a presence behind your shoulder, like someone has come up and they're kind of looking at you. So I would look around and be like, oh, hello. And they'd go like, you know, that like frightened kid face, and then they'd run away. Which is a shame, because I would like, happily show them the drawings and stuff like that. But yeah, I think that kind of thing's cute. I don't mind kids having a look at what I'm doing. But yeah, it was fun. It was good. Even though, as said, it was a really busy museum, it wasn't the best day to go. I'm still glad I went. I had a good time. And it was nice to stretch the old sketching muscles again. Hi team, so it is Thursday today. We're going to go on a little mission to Flamingosaurus Rex here in Edinburgh. They're one of the places that I stock my stickers, prints, stuff like that, and we're going to do a little restock because I ran out of stickers. So off we go, Flamingosaurus. These are stickers I'm taking in. We've got the fairy frogs. These are always a popular one, so I'm taking in quite a lot of them. There's 20. The red pandas, hollow dolls, and these as well. So yeah, these are going to Flamingosaurus Rex in Edinburgh, but I do sell all of this on my Etsy shop as well. Just dropping out some stickers. Right, I want to finish off the vlog doing a little bit of drawing. So you've probably heard me complain a million times about how I'm sick of this sketchbook. This isn't the one I took to the museum the other day. This is my older one than that. This Royal Talens sketchbook with the cork, I'm done with it. I'm bored with it, but I'm still like, I've almost filled it, and I've just got these last few pages to do, and then it's full, and then it's done. And now you might be thinking like, well, you know, if you don't like it, you don't have to fill it. But I feel like I kind of do. I've got a really completionist-y mindset about sketchbooks, where I just feel like it makes my brain itch if I just leave a couple pages at the end and I'm like, that it's done. So I'm gonna do a bunch of like speed drawing studies in the last few pages here, just to like fill it up, finish it, get it done. Just to make it fun for myself. I've got one of these rainbow end pencils. As you can see, I've already done a bit with the rainbow pencil there. It's got all the different colours in the end, so it sort of changes colour as you draw. Yeah, so I think for the rest of the afternoon, I'm just going to work on a bunch of little studies and just see as many of these pages I can get filled up before it's time to stop and make some dinner. It's about 4 o'clock now, so let's see how far I get in about 2 or 3 hours or so. By the way, this is what I've got for fuel. These are the best sweets. So there. They're like these chewy little, I don't even know how to describe them, but they've got really fizzy sherbet in the middle and they're really sour and they're great. Okay, let's go. Okay, that's been an hour. I was gonna go for a bit longer, but I can hear the dog waking up and starting to walk around the flat, so I think I need to take him out. So, what have we done in an hour? I already did this the other day, so we did these dogs, and we did these. I lost control of this goat halfway through. I don't know how to draw a goat. It was really just like stream of consciousness, letting the pencil do what it wanted to do. Yeah, I don't know, it was fun. I really like whale sharks, I think they're really cute. Alright gang, I'm gonna end the vlog here. Thanks for hanging out with me, it's been a fun couple of days, and I will see you next week. Bye!